Right now, there's a good chance Social Security is paying you less than you actually earned. Not by a few cents either. For some people, it runs $100 a month, or $200, even $500, and it keeps coming every month for the rest of their lives. And I want to be straight with you from the first second, because plenty of videos out there are not. This isn't a scam, and it isn't some secret the government is hiding. It has nothing to do with the cost of living raise everybody already got back in January. It's simpler than that, and far more common. It's a mistake, sitting quietly on your own record in a place you can check in about 5 minutes. Once you see it, you can fix it. The problem is almost nobody ever looks, and the few who do usually don't know what they're looking for. So stay with me because I'm going to show you where to look, which number actually matters, and how to get back what you're owed. Here's how it happens. Once you understand it, you'll never look at your Social Security check the same way again. Your benefit comes down to one thing: your earnings. Social Security takes your highest 35 years of earnings, adjusts them for inflation, averages them out, and runs that number through a formula. That average is the foundation your whole check sits on. Here's the part that matters. That average is only as good as the record behind it. And that record, your lifetime earnings history, is not always right. Every year you worked, your employer reported your wages to the government. That's decades of paperwork from every job you ever held. And sometimes those reports were wrong. Maybe a year got recorded too low. Maybe a year shows a 0 when you know full well you were working. Or a year is just missing. And every one of those mistakes drags your 35-year average down, which means the monthly check you're living on right now is smaller than it should be. And depending on the year, that can easily run $100 a month, every month. That's $1,200 a year. Stretch it across a 20-year retirement, and one wrong line on your record can quietly cost you $20,000 or more. The government won't fix this for you either. Nobody reviews it. No letter shows up, no alert goes off. The number goes in, your check gets calculated, and it stays wrong month after month until you go looking yourself. And, real quick, if what you've heard so far is opening your eyes, do me a favor and hit subscribe, and tap the bell while you're there, so the next one actually reaches you. In every video, I break down exactly this kind of thing. The rules and the money, nobody bothers to explain to the people. It hurts most. Okay, back to your record. So who's most likely to have one of these errors? Listen closely, because if any of this sounds like you, check this week. If you ever worked for a small business, especially back in the 80s or 90s when payroll was done by hand, if you were ever self-employed, a contractor, or ran your own shop, if you changed jobs a lot because every new employer was one more chance for somebody to mistype your number. And here's the big one, the error that gets missed most often. If you're a woman who changed your name when you married or divorced, and it wasn't updated cleanly with Social Security, when the name on the report doesn't match the name on file, those earnings can slide right off your record. Real work, real paychecks, credited to nobody. Now, I can already hear the worry, because it's the thing that stops most people from ever checking. You're thinking, I don't have my pay stubs from 1985. I threw all that out years ago. So even if there's a mistake, I can't prove it. That's the single biggest myth here, and I want to kill it right now. You don't need your old paperwork. Social Security will give you copies of your own W-2 forms going all the way back to 1978, free of charge, when you're asking in order to correct your record. And if you want it faster, the IRS can send you a wage transcript in about a week, covering the last 10 years. So a missing shoebox of old documents is no reason to walk away from this money. The proof is already sitting in a government file. You just have to ask for it. So here's what to do. First, go to the real Social Security website, ssa.gov, and create your account or log in. It's free and takes about 5 minutes. Use that official address and nothing else. Don't click an ad or some link promising to do this for you, because that's where the scammers wait, and I'll come back to them in a minute. Once you're in, open your Social Security statement and find your earnings record. You'll see every year you ever worked, with a dollar amount beside it. Go down it slowly, 1 year at a time, and compare it against what you actually earned, using whatever you've got: old tax returns, W-2s, even your own memory. You're checking for 3 things: a year that looks too low, A year that reads 0 when you know you were working, and a year that's missing altogether. Pay the closest attention to your highest earning years, because those are the ones feeding your average, so a mistake there does the most damage. If you find something wrong, the form you want is the Request for Correction of Earnings Record. The number is SSA-7008. You fill it out, attach whatever proof you have, and send it in. That's the whole thing. Now, before you check, let me deal with the fear that holds a lot of people back. People worry, what if I poke at this and they find a reason to lower my check instead? The honest answer is the opposite. Correcting earnings that were left out can only help you because you're adding income that was missing, not taking anything away. Once your benefit has been paid correctly, the government doesn't get to come back later and claw it down because you asked a fair question. You're not putting your check at risk by making sure it's right. You're doing the very thing the system quietly counts on you never doing. There are a few more ways to get a bigger check, and at least one of them touches almost everyone watching. If you reached your full retirement age and kept working, and Social Security held back part of your benefit because you earned over the limit, they're supposed to give that money back. Once you hit full retirement age, they're required to recalculate and raise your monthly check to make up for what they withheld. It's meant to be automatic, but it isn't always done right. So if you worked while your benefits were being reduced, ask them straight, was my benefit recalculated at full retirement age, and was the adjustment actually applied? Make them show you. If you delayed taking Social Security past your full retirement age, you earned delayed credits, roughly 8% more for every year you waited, up to age 70. Most of the time those get added correctly, but not always. So it's worth checking the math because a single missed year is a loss you never get back. And if you're married, divorced after a long marriage, or widowed, there may be a bigger benefit on the table than the one you're collecting. A spouse can receive up to half of the higher earner's benefit. A widow or widower keeps the larger of the two checks. People leave huge amounts of money behind here, simply because they assume the check they're getting is the only one available. Now, about those scammers, because I promised. Anytime there's money owed to older people, somebody shows up trying to take a cut. You should never pay anyone to do this for you, not a fee, not a percentage, not a penny. Checking your record and filing a correction is free, and you do it directly with Social Security. So if a company calls or advertises promising to recover your Social Security money for a slice of it, hang up. All they do is the same free steps I just walked you through, then pocket part of what's yours. So here's the idea to hold on to. Your Social Security check is built from decades of records. And if even a single line is wrong, your check is too small, and it stays that way every month until you catch it yourself. Nobody is coming to fix it for you, but the record is free. It's sitting in your account right now, and it's about 5 minutes away. Most people will spend more time checking a grocery receipt than the one document that sets their income for the rest of their life. Don't be one of them. So today, do this one thing. Go to ssa.gov, open your earnings record, and read it one line at a time. If something doesn't match what you know you earned, file the correction. That's how a free document turns into a bigger check for the rest of your life. And one last thing, because it matters more than a subscribe. You almost certainly know someone this could save. A husband or wife, a brother or sister, a friend, or someone looking after aging parents who's losing money they earned and has no idea. Send them this video. One forward could be worth thousands to them. And if this helped you, do one thing for me. There's another video on your screen where I break down the bank moves that quietly put seniors on the IRS radar. And how to stay off it. Go watch that one next. Take care of yourself, and take care of what you earned.